hype, hope and controversy from its very inception. As Professor Pari has pointed out, it has its supporters and those who oppose it. Those who support it put it as a landmark act in the history of rural development in India after independence. And those who oppose it say that this is discard it as any other anti-poverty program that government has started so far. Now, and it is a drag on the scarce resources, that is capital, in this country. There are supporters and those who oppose it. But if you see, this act is still at its infancy stage and it has started on such a massive scale. So it requires careful thinking and careful study of this act to see what are the loopholes and what are the strong points and what policy solutions we can make for this Energy Act. Therefore, Madam M. Bharti and I have done a small study concentrating on few aspects of this Energy Act. After independence, what happened is that a number of projects were taken up by the government, assuming that provision of infrastructure facilities alone will bring about development in the country. But what happened is that after 60 years, we have seen that all these development projects have in fact displaced people, and they add up to the already existing force, that is 26% of the total population who are marginalized. So these surplus people can be utilized productively for capital formation, but they are not utilized due to different policy measures adopted by the government. But government from time to time has adopted a number of anti-poverty programs to utilize these marginalized people as a productive force and to solve this problem of unemployment and create productive assets. From the first 5-year plan, government started this community development program, but it was based on free labor. As it was based on free labor and the marginalized people got little benefits from this project, from the third 5-year plan it was scrapped. Then individuals are made the beneficiaries from different anti-poverty programs, but they also fail to provide the desired wages. Now, when on the one hand the surplus people who can be a productive force are increasing, and in spite of all the anti-poverty programs adopted by the government, so it is realized that it is not a short-term problem which can be solved with the existing structure, but require a long-term solution and demanding structural change. Then the government, along with consultation with different people's organizations, started this National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. This act gives the surplus people the right to employment. According to this act, a person